also enjoys local, national and international news. With Mercy Media, your business is already a success.
Hello, family. Wuna Adu, and today na the 10th of course, Sunday. Very interesting day. And unusual, of course, this na civic hour, but unusual actually on Sundays because we get the normal day na Saturday 8 o'clock and Wednesday 8 o'clock. We can come to una. But certain circumstances can alter, bring in things them way the urgency of denting them we can come out for let talk to people then because this now an institution where they for talk to people. Television or radio. Now the people then they get idea. And we where they can't sit down normally we can come with issues there. So we can want to make some people they can want to listen. So for to now, the actual topic they come with now why would they protest? What is the reason why would they protest? So Mark can call a demonstration. But why would they protest? Now in a protest really because something hurt you, you want vent out your idea or your anger to an authority. So this is not the topic what would they deal with today. But with me, I get, of course, one of the allegiance, in they help me for make we further this one. Brother, I can greet family.
Thank you very much, sir. May people learn a good evening or good day wherever you get me from. Me na Mohammed B. Koma. I come on at the youth sector caucus team for come join Mercy TV for discuss about the topic we. Me moderator just don't present in relation to why strike or protest.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. From them, we will just come back to after some minutes. We'll be right back.
Every day, the world wakes up to you. Millions of people are getting ready for you. For shopping, travel expenses, utility bills, trade, and commerce. If we all have wishes, then what is your financial transaction wish?
I'd like to have a choice.
I'd like convenience.
I'd like to pay for goods and services on the go.
I'd like to pay utility bills on the go. Out of credit and data, buy some mobile top-up, still on my phone. Oops, lights out, I'll buy some ETSA, still on my phone.
I'd like to make payment from my account to another account through my mobile phone.
As a CEO of a company, I would like my staff to receive their salaries through bulk e-payment without the risk of transporting cash.
Rokel Commercial Bank SimCorp does it all.
Rokel Commercial Bank SimCorp. Think of it as
money when you're close to home and when you're away from home for unexpected expenses, and money for those times when cash fails.
If you can dream it, you can become it. If you can imagine it, you can achieve it.
Rokel Commercial Bank SimCorp is all you need.
Yeah, family, welcome again. Of course, argue that the topic, why will they protest or why will they demonstrate or why will they strike? Because these are the things that we now it is part of Motaman. In the first place, I will tell you now this program they live, so we will come a time we will ask family them for come out with a phone call for even add to questioning, and then of course we will massage the questions. Meanwhile, when I stay tuned, while we discuss, when the time comes, we will tell you. Waiting a demonstration, waiting a protest, or waiting a strike. Now, a situation where person they try for vent out in anger or in aspiration or maybe in fortress, something where they monitor. But maybe one way or the other, that person there or that group of people then, they don't urge the people in authority or the person within authority. Let's say in a house, you picking can say, I know they eat. That is a protest. So if we don't, something don't happen when a past event where the person don't knock the door on the person where they in authority. But if he said they're not satisfactorily, answer to the thing wey don happen. So at the end of the day, that person dey go say, well, if na so na the case, I dey take off to another step. Sometimes something can happen. The person wey you dey talk to, he get the authority for really solve the problem, and there's behind him another person the way he get more authority, either because of his own negligence or because he just want create a problem for you and not respond to that thing the way you want to do. So because of that, you can say, okay, I dey strike against you for the person wey dey behind you, make a know. Also, in this form today, what we can talk about, definitely we talk about where certain group of people where will not sabi outside them come on, but waiting we they know now inside the social media, where now they talk, they come up. In normal circumstances, we know outside strike can come on. Somebody can go na radio, he identify himself, he talk about the thing where he one can strike for, he give the history, he know the endeavor the way he don't do. After which, he will give time saying that this time we do this strike here. So at times, if the government or the big people, they can come in between the solve and quick, or if they left hand, then the person can go ahead. But then strike also get two way. One, peaceful strike, peaceful demonstration, peaceful protest. That's a situation where the person they go, take band in the neck or he get placard in the hand, or in the club, or he sing, and they gather in a particular place, work out with a particular street or so, go to the person where they want, the person where want, the yes where they want me, then go to him. Then the yes, of course, then go there, then deliver, somebody can turn up, he deliver it through a microphone or a letter or anyhow. That is decent. Why you they do that? Because not to you angry get that ground where you did it, the turn where you did, not to you angry get that. The thing where they had, you not to everybody they had. So because of that reason, you they do them in a peaceful way so that nobody not go be injured somehow. It can be say school day, people they want to go school. It can be say people then the way they go work. It can be say then where they do market. You know what disturb them because now you own thinking what you want to do now they do. That now the peaceful protest, demonstration or strike. The other strike they win a violent strike where it can be the word where they can always run either they call it a riot or they can call it a rebellious activity, you know. And that one it can take place where all the laws and way that person not regard them, a kind of a act. Sometimes it is necessary because like the rebel, the way they come into a country, one man sit on a power for a long time, they can grab and say, we'll pull and through that, mean they can do that. Or even on a host, or even the referee, where they ref in a football. You know, if you do some marking, kicking, competent, these are all protests in a violent way. But then what you call violence, that thing where they do to other person, where they injure the other person. And if that is what you are doing, then definitely they say he who lives by the sword will die by the sword. Because when you use the sword against somebody, the person itself will find a way for find another. If na chakabula said you get her for stop you from using that sword. Because you get for injury. So violent demonstration or strike or protest, it always invite violent response from somebody who get another power. So today, of course, as I say, when I go listen, my brother himself will come in and talk about certain things when I go hear it from her. So brother, I just want more to talk about the present situation because what thing they happen now is that we don't know whether they talk, but then this phone here, now you get the superpower now. So everybody is using it. Sometimes you go in a corner, it's not a part of anything, but it's a mean at this. And then they create a whole pandemonium in the city or the country. So, Alevandi, how you see that one? Based on the current situation where they happen.
Thank you very much, sir. I want to thank you so much and appreciate Mercy TV for this notable initiative, for able to give voice to people who call in a place where nobody is somebody. this Mercy TV existence or emergence within the media landscape in Sierra Leone, create the atmosphere of equality, the atmosphere of selflessness in terms of relevance and all of that. So we cannot, anyway, thank you any further, but we say thank you for, in the midst of difficult circumstances and challenges, in you operating your entity, as we are aware in terms of warning calls and all, you are there to really give vital information and to shape the future of young people who are at home. And so we thank you so much. Now coming to the point of the topic of discussion, you just don't give overall, synopsis or overview as to what protest is, let's say for B in terms of, strike and all of that. There's nothing more that a person can able to use that for describe in simplest term as you have done. Therefore, in the midst of the current situation we face yourself right now, where would they, people will see in the strike, will not live by then say, but because rumors get a very huge effect in the lives of people and the mindset of people for able for deter them or pull them to off their guard for doing for the correct to something not worthwhile or nonsense or reckless or whatever the case might be, by people who only think well, who is man referred to as scrupulous people, people of self-seekers and all of that. So for we say and say, in as much as it that kind we do, knowing the society we do, and the people that we get in terms of the level of understanding, education, exposure and all of that, we don't want to take it lightly. We don't want to take it lightly, we don't want to take it on any pinch of salt, but we want to take it with the utmost importance and relevance and urgency it deserves. Because may you go aware, and even viewers outside here who are good, we say, we don't get a situation where women can begin to get to a point where women think, go happen this kind of way, now women, and it results to losing lives, precious lives, property destroyed, and all of that. That was written as the August incident, 2022, as key among others. So in itself, going from that fact, we will treat it that kind of way. And also remember, this na Sierra Leone, a country with a fragile peace, we don't face 10-year civil, barbaric, terroric, and senseless war. Senseless war. We born we own houses then, we cut we born and sister and we born motocar, but this also one motocar. We born houses. We destroy food. We schools were not in operation, but the woman in the watch and say, one order, this woman say get that woman or man who then take out last and check person alive. We see all of those inhuman, treatment, human rights abuse, violations, and all of that. So as a nation, for 10 good years, nothing was happening. Just move from one end to the other. Nothing was in place. The country stands still. We get a whole lot of kind of negative history in terms of the history of a country. We don't be easily forgetting if however in a hurry. So therefore we really want to get to people then for just some amount of reflection. If people away all 25 or now years now,
backwards.
0
to 25 or 0 to 30.
Even 30 now say not see war. No. They don't miss the war.
No.
And so 30 years of age, 15 to 30 years of age person now they form bulk of the country population according to the statistics of the policy. The registrants them, the people being registered for votes 2023 elections, they will agree, also understand say about 60 to 70% of them are young people. And most of them young people in what they say, they don't need the war. So they don't need the effects, they don't need the advantage or whatever the case might be. They don't know war. So they can say, I will kill you, I will go to jail for you, I will treat you, I will show you. They don't understand. And we will get a system where we will take them to the hazards of the war and the impact, negative impacts of the war. So God can only say, one time we 10 years as well. If I like say na legs that football at the pass and that kind of thing. So then we will get that. So largely, sir, and the viewers, the many people in the mind and they acting on social media now. We might just post on one corner and say, well, tomorrow strike all day. That audio don't go viral. That message don't go viral. So first, they don't check the source of information. Whether the sender and what they really mean, and when it speaks to them, I would say it means for the country, even for your life, in your family, and in future. All those considerations are not put together. But that's the era we are.
Yeah.
The social media era. The way it says, yes, you follow obvious, no, Mr. I own this. Not through this one, people pass many things them. At the end of the day, we never get the required results in terms of making them meaningful people in society.
Yeah.
So the question as to where we are in the midst of the threats, or the seemingly rumors of strike and violence and all of that, will not get a history of a very successful outcome of unidentified or faceless or senseless protest or strike in Sierra Leone. Whichever way it has happened, without those elements, it don't be negative to we. Therefore, hearing another form of protest or whatever, the most recent thing we make want to, like the August 10. And we cannot afford as a nation, as a sovereign state, we get all democratic principles, it observe all the tenets, there's a leader, there's a president, there's a functional government, democratically elected government, there's a president, who is service, we need all players on board. That's what a leader can do, to call all of us to work together and not make Sierra Leone the heaven wants to be. America was made by men. Rome, the same, was not built in a day. Stones and sands were gathered by a day, and then bricks put from time to time. That's a great Rome.
Yeah.
Sierra Leone is not an exception. We can build a country when me and you agree, when them with the outside world they agree, and we work as a people. So, sir, the aspect of the country as where we are for protest, I want to say, it's untimely, it's unfounded, it's unscrupulous, it's kind of inciting and provocative.
Yeah, but you talk about one thing where I take quick. You say democratics, we're under a democratic system.
Yes.
Now, where you want strike, is there any democratic way where you follow, where you lay down principles? You say no?
The big answer there is hastily yes. As a country, we govern by laws.
Yeah.
We have what we pass with 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone.
Exactly.
Me and you, not a lawyer. I don't know for you, but me not a lawyer. But all I know say we get a loan on this land. We are democratic people. In fact, when I come to this studio, the people can say, person come to you, expect them, and that coming from the national constitutions. Now the driving source of all laws of the land. And so that law they then govern this country.
Yeah.
And that person way they ahead of that law is the president of this country. Is the fountain of honor, is the president, the commander in chief, who also carry the supreme executive authority of that constitution. That's the president. It can be you tomorrow, but today his president retired with the Jusmada is the president. So he carries the order, which is the IGP of police. Before that, it was the commissioner of police. When they were reforming the police during after the war, but then in the present day is the IG of police, who is the IG, we call it Inspector General of Police. So that the man we apply to. For tell us say me na apply about okay, me na Mohammed Biko, for example. I think say the carry way they handle young people in business in this country, they get some concerns, they don't come to vote. Actually, the reason why we are doing that now for two reasons. One, that for you for no, we are the person where they lead that because the process of that. Someone can take advantage. So, but in case they would use a person property, or the way. Secondly, the police then maintain peace and security internally, protect lives and property. So maybe the IG gets agenda before you can say one for do movement from Waterloo to Calvatom. What about person say we get more than one gets this movement from this point A point B, but already it was talked. What people don't have book already.
Yeah,
that will inform the police calendar through the IG. And I will for say no, this thing you have to do so at this point, it will clash with another person you. The point will come out, you don't get the impact of what you have to do. So your feelings will affect other person your own peace. So that's why the law provides for that. So in the midst of where we want for strike, where we want for demonstrate, what is the want for demonstrate for? Okay, so man to show I say things difficult, they go see hard, the fear they go and this we agree. The same fear we they buy. Then the report say about the same cost. When I live for Canada, it's on that way.
You must spend.
You must spend.
Well, halfway
clear that up till now, as many talk here, nobody no write them say na in the protest. Except not to them say in the protest. We did a star radio just now with the team and the Secretary General of the All People Congress Party a call. He tried to share the press release that not the Secretary General but the press secretary. You call the program, as a responsible party. They say no, they are not part of any protest. They are responsible party. Anything they have to do, the next workshops they will communicate. And they are not even if they are not supporting it. They are not that. So the point is that let people left for can't hide behind people. They visit that this party they push you and that kind of thing. They can create situation for push bad blood between us Unions. You understand, sir? So for we that just a kind of mind game, and for we will take it lightly. Tomorrow school open, moreover. For most schools they open, we don't get to 1 week long. Tomorrow, now the general schools they open, including private schools and all. Who's picking them when they go there? Now me and you picking them. Salon people and picking them. Like this, that. We have a lot of issue activities this year in particular. We enter into all of this calendar of education. So in the wisdom of the president and the education sector, they do from one or two things. They go through the normal exams. For we as a petrol crisis or whatever hardship. Yeah. You see, I'm saying that something where Sierra Leoneans for begin for vex by anybody for because taking into consideration hardship na a situation wherein people they're not able get ends meet and due balance the government where they empower not busy and not they arranging them for people there. Yeah. CRA no can. The kind topography land where Unaga is small or the population big panel. But it could also be because of a spillover of something which can happen, let's say, in other country. Bearing in mind that Salon, as me and you sit down here, and me family the way they look me, family you go look now you place where you did look around you, ask yourself, waiting there before you wait a Salon they make her. Majority of waiting there before you wait a Salon they make her. Majority of waiting there before me and you, the room where they sleep what. And they put in profit pan first. Now they cost a profit. Now the profit where they go buy the thing. And the way it come, they put in profit. So each time the thing go up, definitely it go up now. Now you see the cry of Sierra Leone as very legitimate for all the government responsible. Governments are like Papa na us. Yeah. When things are good, the family say Papa the try. When Papa had up, the people will say Papa, they don't say I can't get money. They're very interested, but at the same time, very touchy situation. You are fathering a family of your wife, maybe 2 pikin or 3, with siblings, maybe a family of 11. You know how difficult it is when you don't have money to. You are trying. You live every morning, is a good living. But not every day you get. No. 1. 2. Even if you get every day, you know enough for solve the problems of your home. Because according to economics, the wants of human beings are unending. And so if I get crepe today, tomorrow I want night crepe. But they start the same purpose for crepe engine. So that happen with governments. Sadly though, for the side of government, it carry the burden of all men of the country. And what do they face are the realities of the unprepared for future. What will happen from not to today, but the realities are now unfolding. In a sense that blame government now, not mean saying that governments do it now, but because you mentioned the aspect of what are we producing as a country, how we don't invest, how do they make in terms of money, what's out. Almost all things will be bringing from other side of the world. And in fact, if they follow the process of other countries, them, England, America, other side, you see that even the world, talk about spillover effects, and they are council now. We talk about spillover as a result of people, other people, the actions of the world. We say, all man forgets, it don't create a storming block. But the truth of the matter is that Sierra Leone as a nation is not worst off. No, we are not. It's not worst off. No, we are not. And we must understand that. Let people understand that reality. That in the midst of all of this, comparatively, we are more better.
Our heads are above
waters. Secondly, as a country, as a government, you know, it bear a burden of unending wanting desires of people for live and for make a better life for their family. Government carries the burden, and the country as Sierra Leone has always been largely do not giving. In fact, we know they give in support way, but the government has come to say we are doing local revenue generation and are doing poor into education. Yes, if I didn't host, they say no go school yesterday. Me na Peking, I don't eat yesterday, but the first one ask me no go school.
Yeah.
So even in of going to school, I will not eating. People that prefer education because we are giving light to the education, and education has become attractive that people now other people saying Peking go school. If you choose to go private school, it means you can either afford or probably you think say that's the best you can also do. So as a nation, as a people, government gets a huge responsibility, gets a huge burden. That comes with the aspect of the economic activity in terms of production and productivity.
Yeah.
The climate change issues. As me and also that in season. Now they sweat, you sweat.
Yeah.
In season normally in a salon, whether I put AC on or not, no sweat inside studio. Climate change issues are one of the greatest contributing factors to where we are. Not that people are not farming, but what is that? Climate change has affected not only Sierra Leone but Africa, across Africa. When they do the project where you want to look at need-based advocacy, you know, in relation to climate change impacts, it highly affects farmers, production and productivity. You find say people in lost the whole year of farming due to climate change issue. What do you mean by that? You need for come, tell you for come, you know come. So man go put in yes, man go plant yes, then sun can't change, all will die. So all of those issues are on board. So in the midst of government making efforts, in the midst of farmers doing their efforts to take care of get also food locally, is also a challenge. So therefore, 2-3 days ago, we had a 4 to 8 conference in Nairobi. We talk about the Africa's Climate Change Summit, where they lead to the COP28 for look at how we tackle climate change issues. For even going to agriculture, President have said big fives. Big five, 500,000 jobs for young people. But we believe agriculture gets away for play. But with the climate change effects, then a problem. So for we as a country, all man gets right for talk say this is not good for me. But the question is that do we need to blame government for that when the things is globally impacting the lives of other countries and all? Yes. Even you are trying.
Yeah, you are trying.
Yeah, they try. When things bad for you.
So government is trying.
Government is trying.
What do you go say about we living with something where I can always call danger for the youths, and that is bike and keke riding. When a dance self now then they use more for this demonstration thing, this that for I mean every little thing we see, they see bike riders there in heavy number, and they are really not tamed. And in life, just like what I've been saying, you alright, you get a move, but when you can go to who say it up now, they may alright start off.
Sure.
And these bike riders are all over the place.
I agree.
They are using them for very good purposes and very, very bad purposes. And I will tell you, I think say I don't try for research, I know say about 1,500,000 bike or keke riders are now in, and all of them are youths.
I agree.
So why you feel say, or why you know feel say we go try for shift that situation then, because we know they nurture more strike action by having that kind of group of people where then they so
you know the statistics you mentioned,
yeah,
they are not only just youth, in fact they are both graduates,
yeah,
are undergraduates,
yeah,
they are in school or out of school youth that are only into bike riding. That means now keke riding, also the man will study now, man no go school, even graduates are into it.
Yeah, it is, yes.
And we with all due respect, we don't expect the change. Those who are in school or went to as far as schools, certain level to university, to now come within them to create the change. And this is where continuous and consistent and persistent engagements has to come to mentor the employment like a key challenge. And so
you are now answering the question of why people in the strike.
Yes.
Good.
Therefore,
unemployment is one.
It's one. But unemployment, not feel say if because you don't get a job.
Okay.
How are you striking? That's the question. Why we're here.
Yeah.
Have you identified yourself to be a striker for what you reverse was unemployment? Who is striking? Who are there? Who takes responsibility should, God forbid, a miss or loss of life? Because not in loss of life anymore. No loss of valuable properties like hospitals were born, police were born, police were killed, the young people were killed. We don't want that. We are saying a life should not be lost because you don't get a job. If you job Canada, you don't get life. I will get a job.
But make I tell you, certain people believe that the president and a government and they don't bring this hardship. And that is very legitimate. As long as somebody now they make they enjoy. The best thing you want is to take him out of the way.
I want to ask also another question.
Okay.
If this president and this government that they make job not there, were jobs there before the man can have power?
Well, the questions are to.
So therefore, we have to be very honest in the conversation.
Okay.
As a people, as a nation, we need to increase the love for this land.
But they are also saying that the price of butter was 5,000 now 15,000.
That's what I'm saying, sir. It is not the government.
It's not the government.
It is not the president. It is us, the Sierra Leoneans, who believe we can extort our own people to create artificial scarcity or commotion or problems that things are in existence but they cannot afford them by just being very wicked. I get a scenario. When the fuel pump price was raised to 30 leones for litre, a bike was at 19.1. One of the executive members, and was saying the charge by the colleagues is over exorbitant. And they are now going back to their leadership. For ensure say, all money buy fuel. We don't produce fuel in Sierra Leone. In June this year, I was in Nairobi with all humility. And at the time I was in Nairobi, we were selling fuel here about 20 or 25 leone, 18 leone at that time for litre. In Nairobi then it was almost very close to $2. And $2 at the time was around 40 something thousand in your own money. And at the time I was living there, they were increased the money to like $2 something for litre. I don't know what is their latest right now. And I take that bill to parents, new finance bill, for increase the fuel per litre. So that means you are going to buy 1 litre was 2 litres at the time. So in all of this, we're not worst off, I keep saying. Sierra Leone is making frantic efforts. And the government is doing that to put things under control. But the truth is, some people of Sierra Leone, some people of our nation, they are callous. They are wicked.
Let we call the spade a spade. If na Motama, the All People's Congress don't pull a press release telling the people there. The Peace Commission will bring the APC and government together. The government be point out say like the August 10 the APC they behind that thing, but they deny. But then me and you say there was a voice we come from Samora Kamara we been they say may them take over. They talk a lot of things there. Then also we notice say the time when the one that were in the cage, of course some people been lost their life, but there are people who were incarcerated, like they been in jail. On pleading or whatever happened, then they get for release them. Then we see Mr. Chen Omajuba, Mr. Mansare, of course, Mikairo. Then be there the way that they release them and then carry them go. Now the strike action where they be, what is happening? Why is APC, why all this time APC never talk anything about that? Is it that they are hiding behind some?
When the worst thing happened, President set a committee and there was a chairman and a host of other people where if you look at what happened to the August 10 for ensure sale that matter. A report was done and presented to the president. Unfortunately, I have not read that report till now. I have not seen a need to
not make a public it.
Okay, so that's it. I've not seen it, I've not gone through that. But I want to just allude to what you say in terms of some names being mentioned within that report.
Yeah.
As I mean, aware, even when the chairman was on radio, or when the members were on radio then or TV, explaining their work, the people were of interest, then to come and get testimony.
Well, they only blame Adebayo, a name called Adebayo.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, getting from the point of the discussion around the report. So the report don't make public it, so I'm not saying it yet. So therefore, the point of the All People's Congress Party dissociating, themselves from the whatever strike is that they mentioned their press release, and even when we were on radio this afternoon, this evening, before coming here, the publicity secretary said they are very responsible and a big political party, which we agree.
This is correct.
And therefore, if they want to do anything to communicate to the government in their way of expressing satisfaction, they have a lawful way and means of doing it. So they
have a lawful way and means of doing it.
They follow the lawful way.
They follow the lawful way.
Yes.
But why did they not finish? Always they refer to words like extrajudicial killings, and they refer to Tumbo, refer to Augustine. And you find out that it's trying to say, is it talking for Sierra Leone or is talking for citizens, or is it talking for the APC?
CDA attorneys as publicity secretary has a party position by the in leadership position of a spokesperson for that party, but the people who form APC, they are also Sierra Leoneans.
Yeah.
Therefore, suffices to say he's talking for Sierra Leoneans.
Okay.
Because not aliens or foreigners that make APC. Like I mentioned initially, that's just a matter of amongst preaching bad things, the way they make person feel say that not happen, or this person and anything difficult, and the reality is there. The APC today in opposition were in power on governance for the last 11 years or to 2018. So 11 years, they understand. So if it is an extrajudicial killing, as they refer to, maybe they have a reason for doing so. But as I know, the life we lost are precious lives of Sierra Leoneans in all of those incidents for being so very responsible, as the publicity secretary put it, and with their Secretary General, Mr. National Lumia Esquire, for putting out a release that this is a country, we are part of it, and therefore as a party, we are not part of anything that has to do with even the rumor that talks about, the people. Though what the people express resonates with kind of their own party, so a party has, takes in terms of maybe difficulties.
Of course, there could be any supporter.
Any supporter. So therefore, but in any case, whatever possible for Kano asks because of that, they are not part of that one. If they want to do, if they have to follow the laws, they will communicate. They have structures, is a big part of that. So for me, I commend them for that. And it's my further hope that they integrate information so that they continue for really talk to the parts of power. Don't make no mistake about it. The population of APC and that of SLPP, that they make Sierra Leone in terms of political parties. If you are not APC in this country, you are SLP, and maybe the few of people, like us or some other people, all these for now, let me start the people outside a color. Let me start the people outside green or red.
Yeah.
But we are all Sierra Leoneans.
If a tall man is if somebody tall also it enough before you, look the dance there behind that. Tall it enough before you. Where you make a massive foot. They go monitor you. You go one pull and come out.
Yes.
This phone is causing the problem of money lost, life lost, dignity lost through just a simple voice note. Anybody will come out when they kill him, Anybody will pull a motorcar with a killer, no school picking up go school. Somebody when a non-entity then under a bed, they don't talk all and then I go viral. If you were in the shoes of the government, what you will do for stop this kind of situation?
Right now, I think government realize the importance and the role the social media they play in bringing some unwarranted situation within a piece of land. Cognizance of that, upon the appointment of the Commissioner for National Youth Commission designates in his consultation with not only the Minister for Youth Affairs, but in his also meeting, whilst awaits parliamentary approval, he has said we need to really look at a broad-based situation or an assessment, knowing the use of social media and its impact on our peace and cohesion. Young people, the smartphones you have, what are they using them for? The phone is just a phone. The person carrying the phone and what he puts in there.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So the message common is saying one message with that person will be talk safe or use that for type.
Yeah.
Also the number. Then they go to one person.
Or you know
the person use the phone.
Yeah.
But if you have a trace that was not this person send them. So all of this get a situation. Therefore, it now told us it is of high time we assess the wider space of the role of social media, in the peace and stability of our country. Because if no entity or person will identify himself, talk say person will go to street tomorrow and warn him motoka.
Yeah.
You also go very hard, maybe over 10, 15 years. You had very hard labor and I get a very small car for you and family. Person tells you to go on them. You don't get time for thief money. You don't get time for will up. You are working, you know, God will bless you and God has blessed you. Oh, yeah, you dash you the car safe. Person they go on them. They pack them.
Yeah.
When even the source of that information not even worth the salt.
But you go feel say it don't succeed.
Yeah. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Therefore, I mean, we don't take anything for granted. We are not saying the engagement has gone. Government is on top gears. Security apparatus and top gears. For us as civil society.
But I believe say government lazy small.
Okay.
I don't know, me not to technology person.
Alright.
But I believe say anytime where I want to talk, when I take the phone I dial, they go now the exchange point.
Yes,
there is a port where you reach.
Yeah.
This port nobody know they look at it. Even the poll they wait it. If I talk the poll they tell them say that man in Ayanda.
Yeah.
With all these things that way they happen, one day police or let's say SSD, I mean ONS person or whatever person not apprehend anybody for say this now the conduit. Now they share this news here.
You know, governments being lazy and not for you subscribe to that.
Okay.
Government is very proactive.
Okay.
A government that rules under the rule of law, following democratic tenets and principles, not going to use iron fist as if we are under a military regime. That in itself is a violation of human rights. So in government wisdom, among the number of things they have done, I'm not a government spokesman, but I'm informed as a civil society. I'm part of the processes of engagement. By the level I have served within my life, I've served Sierra Leone.
You are not part of the evil.
I'm not part of
the evil society.
No, I'm part of the civil society, the God-given society, where I can sit, look at issues, and then able to internalize them and now give a solution.
Yeah.
Government has passed a bill and act called the Cyber Act for ensure or put a stop to modernity for get control measures. We had to have that law, but I think that law in the conversation with some of the youth sector entities, that act needs to be popularized. They need to make known what that act they talk about. It was very controversial in terms of the media that people not talk so. I will can't limit union for talk and say they can regulate the space. Yes, the space has to be regulated. Anything that the government deems as a threat to the peace and security of the state it is in the hands of government to provide a security for in people.
Okay, before we go on to break, the police get right for fire bullets.
The police, as enshrined in their acts, police acts, and as a provision of the 1991 Constitution, I keep saying I'm not a lawyer, but the Constitution, I would read them and understand, and without it, then you say it's related to legal interpretation. We will not get control over past lawyers and do them. We believe, say, a go and we all.
Yeah.
Why in the gay police? Police defend and for be defend. Police protect. It protects and defend.
Himself.
Of course.
Okay.
Police not robots.
Yeah. Okay.
Police
again
life. In fact, the police will see another person in husband or in wife. Another person papa or in mama or in auntie or in uncle.
Okay.
And from we then come out, we agree say the money they pay, the tax of people they pay, make them pay certain set of people them for one sleep by net, no sleep fine. We don't can park now, one of those guys, they supposed to declare for no sleep all day. Imagine sleep one green the police on the street. How many pay this country safe?
For the bang
They go outside. Now all they are stand still. We work one green day. So when you tell me that, he say, Mohammed, I say, he said me when they say police case, all that cost police themselves. See, but why don't we give me as a police to invite them police? I don't go the passport and people they left me. The law is supreme. You don't challenge the law. You only know the supremacy of the law when you face the situation. So we understand that we are human rights people as well. Therefore, inform people. The police get rights. The reason why they are there for protect me and you too. And this building. So people that have cause havoc. They get intention to say, oh, we will maybe stabilize the male position party in the office. Then by kill outside for the office. No they say because election done, they go burn the opposition party office. You get the point because they say for 1 or 2 cycles, this is the party headquarters. So that's the work of the police. You guys will where you be, they will serve you at a point in time. So if you make a riot where they beyond situation uncontrollable, police not they fire, police they come to refer to as the Mark P kind of when they invoke the military to civil powers. One can bad notion say no more, also you want to destroy. So for the way this now, we say peace stop, I don't know how peace begin. For maintain that person in peace, you don't stop yourself. If you want to cause take life, if like life will go for let other people in life safe, if that's the required situation, it can happen. Therefore, nobody know the above the law. When you don't say stop at that, you stop at that. So the fire can take place normally. Who has go bad name? When they keep us go ICC. But you can cause problem now. No what intention yourself. You the come. You know who's gonna put it in. And we are in something states. We just don't fetch war. We don't have to go into again. So one man peace no they can't disturb the peace of all and union. So if they need sacrifice where for go, so be it. Government get a duty for protect the states and for protect properties and lives. We may live.
Okay. Thank you, brother Mohammed. I think say family when I see you, this man is a bit talk. They talk for everybody. Talk for the APC. Talk for activists. Meaning that you know they look at any side way you want link. They try for tell Una how the situation there. Well, we will come back to Una, of course, just after some break, and then we'll come. We will tell Una what next for do. So thank you.
Rokel Commercial Bank is pleased to inform its valued customers that it has introduced a new banking service called Agency Banking. With this Agency Banking service, you can use any mobile phone to do transactions. You can open an account to any of our agents across the country without going to the bank. Our agents will give receipt after every transaction. You can use your account number or phone number to do transaction. Any of our agents can transfer money to anyone with or without Rokel SIM Corpo app. With Agency Banking, you can request or block any Rokel Commercial Bank card, and customers can pay bills, buy airtime top-up, send e-Corpo, request statement and use QR code. And finally, you can also make balance inquiries, request or stop check, send and cash out e-Corpo. Remember, always protect your phone. Rokel Commercial Bank Agency Banking. You bank, now you neighbor.
Yeah, fine with them, of course. Welcome back. We're happy, of course, for them with Una. Today is Sunday, and we still can't talk to people there about this strike where we call a protest, or then they call a demonstration. Where we don't tell Una say, I not think say necessary at this time because within the country they go through. But everybody get right, like just like we civil society activists say, Mr. Mohammed, they say. Everybody get right for do that. And demonstration or strike, at any time, illegitimate. It is inside the law. But then, at times they say, for go too far now because of certain situation. So we're ready now, of course, for somebody we want to talk. Of course, we want to ask questions. The phone line open. You know the screen. You're gonna go look at it. 076 978 161. He did it. So if anybody want to ask questions or give your suggestion, comment, or whatever, we are ready to listen to you. Meanwhile, we'll talk and then we'll listen to the phone calls. Yes, brother, will be just the end of our police get right for shoots at people, and then you say yes, police. You say no, you not get right for shoot, but again the mandate for protect lives and property, and it's aspects of protecting lives and property. And he says, your life if it is threatened, he has to defend himself.
Certainly.
Yes, and so if that's not the case, so make people family understand, say, police now brother, now sister, now mother, Okay, phone call coming. Hello? Hello. Name of caller? I'm sorry, the call from. Okay, thank you. You don't know? Okay, we continue. You say ready for the program. Okay,
I think the loss at some point.
Yeah. It's in a comment. That's very good. You say ready for the program.
Okay.
All right, so you have to. I'll give you back the question.
Yes.
You continue with the police. There.
Yes.
You don't keep them. Okay. Hello, Mercy TV. Name and website they call from?
Thank you.
And I'm then listening for some of the company.
Okay.
Yeah. That's very small for this program I will organize.
Thank you.
Yes, there will be a right to do more for people for commerce tomorrow, for local sales, for workers, for that. But waiting to specify people that register on social media is very important. What that will bother with other people. Brother, we talk.
Yeah.
Actually, the way we talk is fine. That will tell me we don't mind them not to involve in any kind of action we not fight for this country.
At all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too. And you're welcome. Okay, so you can continue, brother. We thank that man there. He talked very well. Okay. Hello, Mercy TV. They are on Civic Hour. Okay, continue, brother.
So, as I say, Sierra Leone a law country only. The police them way they na part of way.
Yeah.
And they get a very serious role. And police not to robots.
No.
Police not to foreigner. Police now from a moment they pull them. We that's how people they make from certain people say, not be soldier man, not be police, not be prisons, not be presidents and ministers and this and that, not be civil society. We need a media man.
Yeah.
So we all get away from play after the time.
Hello, Mercy TV. The name and where you call from?
I call from Ecos.
Okay. Go ahead.
I just want to know why on Thursday for some protests in this country at the end of the day that the group is against the people. We know that it's not the people on the street and still we answer to the nation or whatever, to the government that is to restrain and things that they go wrong. However, I'm telling you, they happen to police among all the streets, that they make all options, and they see the country that wrong. So we don't know what this is.
Very good question. Okay, your answer will come back. You say, is it not right for them to protest? That's the main thing you want to.
Yeah, because that's it is. We have right to do something like this because people just take this thing. So it's very like, it's not a brutal protest. I think that in and show whatever things can go? Because that is my question.
Thank you very much. That's a very good question. Yes, brother. Hello, Mercy TV on Civic Hour, and we talk about the demonstration where they go ahead. Any questions from you? Okay, we lost that caller.
Alright, so
this man don't ask question. Is it not right for anybody for protest?
It is right of every Sierra.
Yeah.
I think say you know maybe you join the program late.
Yeah, but you join the program.
Yeah, but I'm sure we don't discuss that at length.
Yes.
We don't talk about the right of everybody.
Yeah.
We say the fact.
Yeah, hello, Mercy TV. You are welcome to Civic Hour. They talk about the demonstration. What's on your mind? Yeah.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, brother.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah. We're there with you. Hello? Hello, Mercy TV. We're there with you?
Yeah, I say this program, we're not able to stop them. Part of the process, we're not able to stop them.
That's a very good question. We will answer you, brother.
Okay.
You don't know?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, you get answer from that one. Yes, we're not there for stopper, and then why for protest? That is, if we're not there for stopper, or why they not go allow people there for commode placards?
Well, the question is.
Hello, Mercy TV. Welcome at Civic Hour. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, we're there with you, sir.
Hello.
Hello, Mercy TV.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, they watch the program right now to listen to everything that they say. Well, you see that man is trying to talk and they say I'm right. Because the way the man they say he works for lost in life than for lost all the life in this country.
Okay.
This country we need peace.
Yeah.
Some of we don't suffer for a very long time.
Sure.
Because it's not easy for that person suffer friend in property. That man make it the membership. We not up to the levels. That person they go destroy them for you for just a second. I'm very glad for the statement the man say. Then as security, they say they lost more than 500 people. Then one man lost in life and they protect the state.
Yeah.
I'm very glad for that.
Thank you very much.
So, and I thank you.
Yeah.
And I continue for the good work.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, brother. We know for strike.
Who for strike?
And how will we stop him?
I sure I can be the same. Maybe the person join the program late, but I think not talking.
Yeah, Mercy TV. You are at Civic Hour, and we talk about the.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. I will listen and watch the programs as the program they go on. I'm very glad and will do that also.
Okay.
We don't convince and we want them to the government take side. This country that is want.
Indeed. Indeed.
They are not being really that they're going to really type of conviction. People use the type of conviction. Some of we now that today we live it. Anybody that people remote away will not be able to fight for me.
Yeah, they live it. We hope the government will tackle them. Definitely, that the one thing we talk very well is say everybody, not everybody get money thing na house.
No.
You know, so that they live in all man defend.
If you get that house safe.
Yeah, like you get that house. If you don't
forget problem.
Exactly, don't forget
you
problem.
You money for problem?
No.
Why don't you money for sick?
So why we not for demonstrate?
So why not for demonstrate? Because that's the answer. Demonstration, we not get possible lead them. They can be registered. Not to demonstration. the post we talk say why for happening peacefully, will you guarantee that the people wey pull on street, are you responsible that if anything wrong na you dey for own? Are we mature enough?
Okay, the point is the demonstration
forget
person for tina before am.
Of course.
But this time na social media na tina before the thing.
So now
person no dey.
No, not person. So social media.
The police dey say well we no agree.
No. Now the we is getting and say we no agree.
With Serena.
Not the police say we no agree.
Police no more.
Now we say we no dey for that.
Somebody for come on.
They get time there say they don't mix for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't get Poloko, they say don't mix for that.
No.
Don't get New England, they say don't mix for that.
No.
Don't get Iduko, they say don't mix for that.
Yeah.
Me there say don't mix. You say don't mix.
No,
we don't mix.
That PPP.
So whatever the case might be, we are saying is that you want for strike, there's a way to do it. You get right for strike, you get right for demonstrate, you get right for protest, but there is a way.
Yeah, make I ask you. You know say demonstration we don dey go on other country there.
Yes,
Australia.
You
able to describe that how it may be?
As
and how we on dey be?
We will allow ARC for take the sense of people we get.
My problem here is the demonstration the way they go on New York. I don't know if it's
UK
or UK.
You see how you say there is loss.
No, but these are Sierra Leoneans.
Yes.
But why not enough for being a Sierra Leone?
So I tell us bad people and bad
this one will not be able to read this message.
So we'll tell you about
the screen I get now. You know the screen very small. Anyway.
So we'll tell you about inbox.
Yeah.
People that we want for bring problem to people.
Yeah.
We not get civil correct.
It say like it.
Yes. So therefore, we try for one of the programs to say, but we for able to ensure say we get love for ourselves. There's a protest in other countries, but what they see, there are people that will say and they protest. But at the end of the day.
Hello, Mercy TV. You are just on Civic Hour where they talk about the tomorrow demonstration. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, and a big good evening demonstration. One of the treatment, and then another struggle for the demonstration. Yeah, and a big good evening.
I mean, we say.
I want to wait for the day now, they survive back.
Indeed. That don't tell the whole country, nobody know right now.
Then what they do down there, they kill them, not know they are there. You don't oversee for one man you benefit tomorrow whether succeed and not going nobody you will demonstrate for them.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I mean you come and say you're not young man, they take care of that kind of thing there.
Indeed.
They come and say politicians they do something for their own benefit, also for who the layman there.
Yeah.
And I make any young man learn what he do.
Okay.
No,
they may don't go. Mercy TV they cover a very wide area from Cambia, Bo, and so on. So I mean, people they don't get you, and that's very good. Mercy TV with Civic Hour. Oh, come on, you move away small from which side? Okay, talk. By the grace of God, I know. By the grace of God, I know. But come on, they say no. We don't say announcement. We don't say the whole of people say no, and that is it. Thank you. Continue. I think
yes. As we were saying,
somebody should come now.
Yes, as we are running up, I want to appeal. First of all, appreciate all the callers and text us into the program. Yeah. It shows really Mercy TV getting wider followership, and as
okay, last call Civic Hour on this demonstration tomorrow.
All right, I think we lost the caller.
Yeah.
So yes. Yes, speaking. Yes, yeah. So yeah, we want to appreciate Mercy TV generally for the program, for the platform and give for ensure say we able for really talk to with people and by number of calls and text messages that we don't come, they show say Mercy TV get the weather follows, and as part of our moves was trying to ensure that we get an engagement constructively, governments and the people themselves. As it is right now, plans are on the way right now to engage people at town hall meetings, community level, for able to understand the problems. Government has come to governance, election is done, but government till now not before been evaluated. Secondly, they don't do a country plan it as to how we for attack all the problem there so. So all the issues there so we take them for be an informant to that plan, and so one for say in a roadmap government put together as a country agenda for the next years. You know, we get for look at how one for do this, how for do that, how for address this problem and all, maybe the high cost of living, you know, that a plan for speak to that. So in government doing so, what they say, Lord gets an aspect of extensive consultation process across the country where we get the views of people solicited and then ensure that those views are part of the driving force of government's priority areas in the next coming years. So that's in itself, once it becomes inclusive, people are consulted and people make their view, they now feel part of the process. And in a way like that plan, it should be done by sectors and in phases. So for we bring consulting impact that in this studio, people don't make it clear say they're not going to be part of that. They're not a piece of this country. They're not part of this. Statistics by this national say
they don't say the country no accept.
Country no accept. Yeah. So therefore, then the inconvenience of very few people no come overwhelm the general good. You see, as it's so I don't understand. So my eyes also right now in wedding and labor in our hospital. So my eyes also right now if we travel for medication. So my eyes right now if we plan for one thing or the other. And above all, schools are opening just in the next couple of hours. We want call tomorrow. And if we really all kind of fair they also, we young ones them, we nephews, we brothers and sisters, you know, we go to school. Now it's one day into the academic year.
Of course.
And this year has
been you lose it forever.
You lose it. What you lost in one day, you never regain it because the academic year is programmed. So what they say, let all man trust the process of engagement, believing that there is a government in charge of this country, this is a sovereign state, a peace and law abiding country, and Sierra Leoneans are almost all of us are law-abiding citizens, except for people who want for go out of the way. And those ones we don't accept them. Let them go about normal business tomorrow. From as usual, Motkane will available, anything. Nobody in Motkane no go born. Nobody in Peking no get problem. So let all man put hands on them for sure. Say we support the process of making Sierra Leone the way it used to be. Because don't know like on Womo, it cannot help us. The problem can only fixed by Womo. It can only fixed by face-to-face engagement with solution and all of that. So on that note, I really want to say thank you so much and thank all of the followers and listeners and the viewers, the texters and the callers. We appreciate you now. So my questions I want to ask the important, my comment then also very important. So we can't do without you people. We're all Sierra Leoneans. Let's join hands in making this country. President said he will fix this country, but we cannot do it alone. All of us are required. Whether you are opposition, you are in government, whoever, we need to get constructive engagements. We are all Sierra Leoneans. Let's build this country and for the better of ourselves and for our unforeseen yet generation. The Salo can be the heaven ones if you and I agree. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you. Farm with them, of course, we thank you to Mr. Mohammed, civil society activist, and we will get time on and on as time they go on. I also thank the All People's Congress Party for the press release where they dissociate themselves from whatever somebody they think of or do tomorrow, which means when I say I'm from the phone call here, we hope we really people know what we think they happen now. And you they look me say they look now. We want to make we live peacefully because things are not working well in the whole world. We all know, we brothers in the outside, they know what they happen. So with this, with a day, every Sierra Leonean tomorrow, go na your working place, go where you living, go na your school. This na I left for tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Welcome Welcome to Mercy TV, channel 29, the most watched and the fastest growing faith-based channel, transmitting live from our studios in Freetown, Sierra Leone, and to nations of the world. Mercy TV broadcasts 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with real-time live streaming. Mercy TV brings together the best in Christian television. Mercy TV covers life-transforming teachings, preachings, educational and biblical cartoons for children and young